What's going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you are fantastic today, and welcome to a Fnaf news video. Me and Mabel would like to thank everybody who joined the stream this weekend for St. Jude. We raised over 60k for St. Jude. Really happy. Had a great stream. We're going to be talking about that today because Scott came in and emailed me giving the stream some donation incentives about the Fnaf movie cast. And that's what today's video is going to be about. Isn't that right, Mabel? The day before the live stream, we got our first cast members announced for the movie with no roles, just that they're going to be in the movie. First one was Matthew Lillard, and the second one was Josh Hutcherson. Matthew is iconic for playing Shaggy in the live-action Scooby-Doo movie and voicing some of the future Scooby-Doo cartoons and cartoon movies as well. Spoiler alert! He played one of the killers in the original Scream. So that got me excited because I've seen Scream. If you guys have watched Scream as well, you guys know that Matthew is very good at playing a bad guy. And also pretending to be a good guy, right? Matthew would make a great William Afton. There was theories about him being William Afton or voicing Freddy because he's a good voice actor as well. Josh Hutcherson is another great actor as well. If you guys have watched The Hunger Games, he played Peter. Really great movie series as well. Also, back in my childhood, he was in Bridge to Terabithia, which is another great movie, and Zathura. Two of those are one of my favourite childhood movies. Zathura's great, by the way. You should watch it. It's like Jumanji, if you guys have watched Jumanji, but it's futuristic. Really cool movie. When I saw these two castings, I was like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. We have got some really good actors in the Fnaf movie. So, the Fnaf movie is looking good, okay? At first, it was announced that Blumhouse was going to be working on it. So, already, that's a great start, right? Blumhouse have worked on some great horror movies. They are a horror movie company. They are built to make horror movies. So, horror movie company, Five Nights at Freddy's, perfect combination. That was number one. Then, it was announced that the Jim Henson Company are working on the animatronics and props. That's already skyrocketing the chances of this movie being good. The Jim Henson Company have worked on some great props in movies and animatronics. It's the freaking Muppets. The Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, all of those animatronics that you see in those movies, Jim Henson Company has worked on. Even recently, they're still making movies now. If you guys have watched the latest Pinocchio movie on Netflix, I do recommend that too. I watched it a couple of days ago. It's amazing. The Jim Henson Company worked on that too. So already at that point when I saw Blumhouse, Jim Henson Company, the movie is in good hands. And of course, Scott as well. Scott is helping out with the movie too, the creator of the games. It was a promising start to see all of those announcements earlier this year. And then seeing some really good actors getting involved in this movie, you know, it can't get any better than this, guys. It really can't. Got a great company. You've got great prop makers. You've got great actors. So it's looking good, okay? It's looking really good. So the weekend, the charity stream starts, and Scott emails me with some donation incentives. When we hit goals, I would be able to announce some new cast members involved in the movie and who Matthew and Josh are going to be playing as in the movie as well. So the first one was Mary Stewart Masterson, and we didn't get a role for this other than she is going to be playing as an unnamed villain in the Fnaf movie. We looked up Mary and she's about 56, okay? So people in the comments were saying, oh, it could be William Afton's wife. It could be somebody who works for Fazbear Entertainment, maybe the CEO of Fazbear Entertainment or something like that. People were saying she could be the voice actor for Chica. More of like somebody who's working for Fazbear Entertainment. I don't see William Afton's wife being an unnamed villain. And I don't see Chica being an unnamed villain. I don't feel like that would... I don't really feel like Chica is a villain. you know, it's a possessed animatronic, right? And I feel like Scott would have said, if Mary was going to be voicing Chica, I feel like he said unnamed villain because it's supposed to be like a twist in the movie or something, or a surprise. Yeah, I'm leaning towards somebody who works for Fazbear Entertainment and, you know, tricks Michael Schmidt or something, or somebody who covers things under the rug. Okay, so the murders have happened. I feel like she would be the one to cover everything up and pretend that nothing happened so they don't get sued. Something like that. That's pretty villainous to me. It was furious as well because as soon as I saw Mary with the blonde hair and brown-green eyes, people were saying Vanessa. Looks very much like Vanessa. But again, I don't know how that would work because Vanessa is in Security Breach, which takes place a long time after FNAF 1. I don't know if it could be Vanessa, but I definitely think it could be somebody who's working for Fazbear Entertainment in a bad way, you know, as the villain. But yeah, another great actor, guys. She's been in some really good movies in the 80s and 90s. The next announcement was Piper Rubio, who is playing as Mike's younger sister, Abby. The biggest thing that everybody called out, it was the name, Abby. It's not Elizabeth, which is really interesting that they've decided to change the name of Elizabeth Afton. The only thought that I had in the story, Mike and Elizabeth, after William Afton, you know, did the murders and stuff, decided to change their names and get away from the Afton side of the family, if that makes sense. So they decided to name change Elizabeth to Abby. Her real name is still technically Elizabeth, but they've legally changed it to Abby, something like that. And Mike Afton has changed his name to Mike Schmidt to change his identity to not be connected with William Afton, his dad, and the murders. My friend John, I saw his tweet, moved the words a little bit. If you just move the A a little bit to the right, put the B at the start, it's baby. The name could be baby, okay? So that was a really nice find that people were talking about because, you know, we know in the games, William Afton's daughter Elizabeth gets killed by baby. So is that going to play out in the movie? Are the sister location animatronics going to be included or any other animatronics? I don't know, and I don't think so. We might get a tiny little bit of information about the sister location animatronics and stuff, but I really do think that this movie is just going to be focused on the FNAF 1 animatronics and maybe the Puppet and Golden Freddy, but I really do think the focus is going to be just like the Silver Eyes book, just focus on the FNAF 1 animatronics. FNAF 1, the FNAF 1 game. That's just my opinion, but I feel like if they include a bunch of the animatronics, the story might get too confusing. So keep the story simple for new people, a new audience who are going to be witnessing FNAF for the first time. People who don't know anything about the games are going to be watching this movie, okay? This movie has to be for the new audience and people who love FNAF as well. So make it balanced and make it simple with a simple story for the first movie. The FNAF 1 location, haunted animatronics, William Afton killing kids, and the mystery going on, right? That way, the FNAF fans will be happy and the new audience will be interested in the movie as well. The next announcement was Matthew, okay? Matthew Lillard's role in the FNAF movie is going to be William Afton, okay? And that's perfect. I'm really, really happy with Matthew's casting as William Afton, mainly because I've watched Scream. William Afton has always been somebody who gets away with things, okay? And he has to look friendly and nice, you know, because we know what William Afton does. He lures kids into the back room in his Spring Bonnie costume. William Afton had to be somebody who looks friendly, looks nice, but has a dark side. And Matthew really portrayed that well in the Scream movie, okay? So I think that's perfect casting. Somebody who looks nice and friendly and silly, but actually he's the villain, William Afton. So yeah, really happy with that casting for Matthew. Looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to how Matthew portrays William in the movie. And finally, the last announcement was Josh Hutcherson, who is going to be playing as Mike Schmidt. Okay, Scott already said when he was talking about the scripts a while ago, it was the Mike script, right? So this is going to be the main character. I do feel like Mike is going to be the night guard, the main character in the whole movie. Mike's going to be the night guard. Later on in the movie, I do feel like we're going to get something at the start of the movie with a night guard in the office gets killed by the animatronics. I do feel like we're going to get deaths in the movie, the animatronics killing people in the movie, but Mike's going to survive probably, and he's going to be the main character, the main night guard who comes into the location to investigate what's going on, discover what happened to his dad, discover that the animatronics are haunted and possessed by the spirits that William Afton killed, and it's just going to be a scary horror adventure of Mike dealing with the animatronics in the location. I do feel like we're going to get flashbacks and, you know, places outside of the pizzeria. I don't feel like the whole movie's going to be at the pizzeria. We're going to get other stuff too, but I do feel like Mike is going to be the main character that we're going to see a lot in the movie, in my opinion. Filming starts in February, guys, which is in 2 months' time, okay? Less than 2 months' time. So I do think we're going to get more cast announcements in the future, probably soon and in January. We're probably going to get, like, cast announcements of the voice actors who are going to be playing as Freddy, Bonnie, Chica and Foxy, and maybe some more characters as well who are going to be in the movie. Super exciting, guys. Let me know your thoughts about the cast announcements, please. Are you happy about Matthew portraying William Afton? Did you know Matthew before the announcements? Have you watched the Scooby-Doo movies? Have you watched Scream? If you want to see a good portrayal of Matthew being a villain, definitely watch the first Scream movie, okay? And you'll see what I mean about Matthew being really good at pretending he's silly and, you know, funny, and then later on in the movie, you know, he's the killer. So yeah, really, really cool. I'm really happy about Josh as well being Mike too. Super excited. Got some great actors in the movie. We've got Blumhouse working on it. We've got Jim Henson Company working on the props and animatronics and stuff. So the only thing now is the script, and we kind of know what the script's going to be about. It's about Mike. It's about Mike and the location and stuff. So basically FNAF 1, but in a movie. It's not going to be identical to FNAF 1, obviously. But I would say like FNAF 1 mixed with a little bit of the Silver Eyes. Something like that. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Super exciting. We'll probably get some more movie news soon, and we'll be doing that on the channel. Take care, lots of love. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.